Well, we have an update this morning on our story that earlier this month about the COVID vaccination in kids, and the first children have taken Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine as part of the company's pediatric clinical trial. About 6,700 children in the U.S. and Canada between the ages of 6 months and 11 years old are participating.
So this morning we are turning to an education professional behind an online program aimed at unwrapping the mystery for vaccines for kids. So Tara Tarango, the Chief Education Officer at the Andel Institute, joining us this morning. Thanks so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Well, Tara, this is certainly uncharted territory, or at least it seems like it is when you're talking about vaccinating kids, when we're just now getting the adults taken care of. What is, I guess, your first thoughts on what you've seen from the clinical trials?
Well, looking at it from a classroom perspective, I know teachers are always trying to find ways to, work their instruction, the things that they need to teach, into relevant concepts so the students can be engaged. So I see this as a perfect opportunity to not just teach science concepts, but also reading language arts, math, social studies. There's so much you can build into teaching kids about vaccines using this relevant news.
So talk about, some ways that they're doing that or will be doing that.
Yeah, this is a great project for teachers to do with students where they can learn a little bit about how vaccines actually work by all sorts of games and simulated activities where they can pretend like they're the pathogen or the antibody trying to find the pathogen. And then once they learn a little bit about how the disease or how vaccines work and how the history of them, then they're empowered to do something about it. They can create commercials, whether they are persuasive or informational, so that they can feel like they're part of the solution as well.
And what are some of the ways you think teachers and parents can actually talk to the kids about the vaccine?
I think just being really honest about how it was developed. There's some great resources in there about how things get tested, so they can kind of see the process that scientists go through to test and make sure vaccines are efficient, effective, and safe. So I think that process is really helpful to talk about with kids, and also some of the history, looking at some diseases like smallpox and polio, things that have pretty much are very close to eradicated, and just sort of showing the power that something like this can be really, powerful for kids.
And is there, a place that you would offer for resources if they want to look into that or some more information?
Yeah, you can go to blueappleteacher.org, and right at the top there's a yellow banner where you can download this vaccination project. And there's the project itself, but there's all sorts of extra resources in there with the project. So whether it's videos on how the first polio vaccine was developed, or just other reading material, it's all there for you to peruse.
Very good. Tara, thanks for being with us this morning. We appreciate it.
Yeah, you bet. Thanks.